Hi, everyone. Hello. Hi, Beverly. Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday. Can you believe it's only 2 weeks till Christmas? For everyone that celebrates Christmas, it's only 2 weeks. Can you believe it? My goodness. Hi, Candy. Hi, Penny. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Polly. Hi, Robin. Hi, Oma. Hello, Gina. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So today I'm super excited because I get to share with you a product that is near and dear to my heart. Hello, Brianne. Which is the No Place Like Home collection. This is near and dear to my heart. This is actually a concept that our very own Michael came up with, and Chuck Carson, our main illustrator, drew it up for us. And it is so incredibly cool because, and let me go to the top view to kind of show you the ones I'm going to be using today. Because one of my favorite things in the entire world to do with my mom when I was little, and even as an adult, one of my favorite things to do is still to decorate her house for the holidays. And this first main stamp set, which is the No Place Like Home, just the basic stamp set, this actually allows you to create a front porch, but then you are actually able to decorate it for the different holidays. And the different holidays we have currently are fall, Halloween, and the Christmas one. Now, as you know, in true Brutus Monroe form, or as if you don't know, if you're just joining us for the first time, there will be more of these companion sets that you can use and work with for other holidays. So let's go ahead and go down to the top view and let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is and there's also a companion die that we're going to use with this to layer pieces on. But we need first our largest stamp. And the largest stamp is the actual porch. Can you see that there? So this fits perfectly on an A2 size card base. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to position this in the center here. We're going to grab our stamp and let's see. So if I use, hello Brandon, hello Donna. So let's see. So if I use, if I use some, oh no, that's not going to work. It's not going to work with the magnets there. I'm going to have to use a bigger sheet of paper. If only, wouldn't it be great if I had something that we could use that would keep this in place, and I wouldn't have to worry about stamping, wouldn't have to worry about it shifting and moving. I think that would be awesome. But if I just had something like a stick and stamp mat, maybe this will work for us. Sorry, I know that was a little bit sneaky. So hello everyone, say hello to the Brutus Monroe stick and stamp map that will be making its debut next month at Brutus Monroe. The stick and stamp mat is not just for using inside of a stamp positioner. It's also going to be perfect for when you're blending your stencils. It's going to be perfect for whenever you are doing any type of lining up of your letters. It's going to be perfect for all of those different types of things. So wouldn't this be fantastic? So let's go ahead and just take that and we'll just pop. There's already registration lines on here. We'll just pop this right down on the registration lines and there we go. It's not going anywhere. There we go. So now we can keep that right where it needs to be. Now, of course, I'm going to show you 1,010 different ways to use this. This isn't the only way to use it, but I am going to show you, I like to use it to blend stencils because you'll notice, and I'll show you very quickly here, something that's really cool, because this was actually developed for stenciling. When you turn it, we have provided, so around the outside, so right here, see this part right here that has the Brutus Monroe? This is our folk wave. This is not sticky. So I did that on purpose. I designed it so you could pick it up and it will not stick to your fingers. But I've left enough sticky around the outside that, watch this. This stencil is not going anywhere. Isn't that so cool? So now you'll be able to and blend, 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 blend. Pull up your layering stencil. Line up your next layering stencil. And the best part of this is that it is completely washable and it will re-stick up to, I think it's like 100 times. It's probably more than that, but up to 100 times that we've tested it. And I can't wait for you to see the price point. Yes, we will have bigger sizes, Beverly. Yes, one size bigger right now that's currently in production, but just one. But now that we know that we can get these manufactured, and we found a great manufacturer, we've been working on this for a little while now, a little over a year. We now can get as many, sizes as we want. So I'm just going to place my magnets on here just to hold everything in place. And now we can lift this, and it has quite a bit of, it's not going anywhere. Now we can ink this up, and we can stamp it as many times as we would like. Isn't that cool? So there's so much that you can do with this new stick and stamp mat. This is just the tip of the iceberg, but I was doing this today and I was like, you know what? I can, let's give them a little sneak peek today, shall we? Why not? Why not? And the great thing is you can stamp directly on this mat and it will not hurt a thing. It will not hurt a thing. You can go in, you can wash this mat 1,000,000 times. You can scrub it down. Now, you obviously don't want to use any harsh chemicals or anything like that on it, because you can remove the sticky, which you don't want to do. But yeah, isn't that great? And it does not affect the way things are stamped. I'm actually going to grab a different Raven pad, because this one seems to be a little dry. I think this one's a little juicier. Don't worry, we ordered a lot of them. They will not damage it at all, Brienne. Nope, you can wash them right off. I tested this within an inch of its life. You can wash it all off. Okay. So now there is our stamped front porch. Doesn't that look fantastic? And now all I've got to do, I'm going to actually grab, because I think everybody pretty much has one of these. I'm not sure yet, Beverly. I just have to get our final info from our manufacturer of when, actually, you know what, I'm going to do this, of when they will ship to us. They've already started the final production of them. But when they ship to us is when I will have, we'll begin the pre-ordering process. But look at how this just pops right off of there, and there's no residue at all on the back. And look how sticky this still is. So look at how perfect that is. I love it. So now what you can do also is, if you are doing a whole bunch of these, get your next piece, pop it down, you can lift it up, and so on and so forth. And now I'll show you with the Brutus Monroe Squeaky Clean, because you can see I got a little, see how I got a little ink down there? All we got to do, take a little bit of Brutus Monroe Squeaky Clean. Now, Squeaky Clean is what we tested on this. The Squeaky Clean will not hurt it. But you can use, just a mild detergent or cleaner. And now yours is going to look a hot mess, as you use it. But as it dries, now see how it's wet right now. It's not super sticky, but as soon as it dries, it's going to be, off to the races again. Isn't that cool? Yes, don't be a dirty crafter. All right, so now I'm going to clean this off, and then we're going to stamp out our little pieces. Let me get that all cleaned off there. Okay. You can use hand soap. Oh, yes. You can use whatever you would like. Hello, Kara. Now we're going to lift this off of here. And now the great thing about the stick and stamp mat, which again, to anybody that's just joining us, this is not available yet. It will be soon. My goodness, I love how sticky it gets after you clean it. you can just use a piece of scrap paper. So like right here, I don't know. No, I don't have a piece of scrap paper. Oh yeah, I do. So a piece of scrap paper, if you just want to use a piece of scrap, you just stick that down. It'll lay completely flat, and you can use that. So you can use up all of your scraps. It's so difficult to use a scrap piece of paper in a device like this, in a MISTI or a, any of the stamp positioners that you have, because of the big problem I always run into is when I try to use something, a scrap piece, there's nothing to hold it down. I mean, you can't use, you don't want to use a magnet on a scrap piece of paper because it's just not going to stick, right? All right, so here is our little garland. Oh, let me put my magnets back. Hi, Carol, you did pick a good day. Whoops, I just dropped my magnet. That's okay, we only need one. And then I need my wreath. And we'll do the little greeting mat. And let's do, let's also do the presents. No, let's do the ornaments. Okay, now everything is, the great thing is, look, I can move all these around. My paper's not moving, it's not shifting. I feel like I have so much more control over what I'm stamping. All right, so now I lift that up. Look, my paper's not going anywhere. It's so wonderful. And now we're going to ink up these guys, and then we're going to get to coloring, and we're going to have a card assembled in no time. All right. Well, I actually saw, this idea I got originally from Jennifer McGuire, because she was cutting up a whole bunch of different types of Cricut mats and off-brand mats and silhouette mats, and I saw her cutting them up, and I thought it was really cool, but I was like, what if we had one that was just done? It was done for us, it was a great price point, and we didn't have to worry about cutting anything up, and that's how the stick and stamp mat came to be. So let's go ahead and pop this out, put our magnet back, and then again, all you're going to do is just kind of roll your mat. Everything will release right off of it. No residue, nothing, nothing sticking, and it's great. Well, there you go. There you go, Brianne. There you go. All right, so let's go ahead and clean off these stamps now. Get us all zhuzhed off there. Okay. Now, I want to show you again to anyone that just joined in, because this wasn't actually conceived for, for using in a stamp positioner, although it's great. I actually saw Jennifer use it for stenciling. So if you have a stencil, and I'll show you this real quick before we get to coloring. If you have a stencil, let me move this out of the way. And actually, my stencil, I think, is in the sink. Bear with me one moment. Luckily, we have a sink. Oh, no, it's not in the sink. Where could it be? All right. Oh, here it is. All right. So the reason that this was actually conceived is, I will show you. So you take your piece of paper. Take your piece of paper, place it right here. And now the way I designed this is anywhere that you see the Brutus Monroe, we call this folk wave. So I sent her 2 of them, Beverly. So these pieces, so this is not sticky. So this, and it does come with a clear sheet. So I'll show you. It comes with a clear piece that you keep over top of it when you're not using it, but the outside where the folk wave, the Brutus Monroe folk wave is, so all the way around out here, that's not sticky. And the reason I did that was I wanted you to be able to grab it. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to make this make sense. And the only way I could make it make sense was if I used it, and this is how I would use it. So you can grab these pieces and it's not going to stick. As soon as you get outside of this area, it's sticky. So do you see that? And then there's the guides on it and all of that. So What you can do then is you can take your stencil, line your stencil up, and look at this. It's going to hold your stencil down all the way around. Uh-oh. I flipped up my little snowflake there. But how many times, I know all of you are just like me. Very soon, Carol, very soon. So you see how when I would do this, anytime that I was positioning a stencil, I would have to use tape, I'd have to use all this stuff, and it just didn't work. The tape would shift, the tape would move. I would try to use, that really cool thing that, Dina, is it Dina? No. Who is it that has the station? It's a really, really cool thing, but I always run into the issues of, the magnets will move, I'll knock it somehow, it'll get shifted, and, I always run into issues with it. And that's just because I'm a crazy, Wendy Vecchi, I'm a crazy stenciler. So watch this. I'm just going to grab some Clear Skies from Simon Hurley. Now watch. Look at how crazy I could stencil. And I can stencil right off of it. Look, I'm stenciling right onto the sticky part. Okay, and I'm going to, again, look, right onto the sticky part. It's not hurting a thing. And this is the free gift if you are a calendar. All right, so again, just zhuzhing on. Look, it's holding it in place. It's not moving. It's not going anywhere. Okay. It sure would, Robin. It sure would. That is a great, great idea. All right, so next I'm going to grab some of the No Diving. And you don't have to worry because, look, my friends, if you are going off the edge, which is what happens with most of your stencils, look, I have ink all over the place. It's all over the place, but that's okay. Watch, all over the place. Whoops. Got to be careful because this part down here, this is a smaller stencil. I'm glad that just happened. Down here, this part is not sticking to anything because I'm using a larger piece of paper. So you have to be mindful if it's not stuck down somewhere. If it's not stuck down somewhere, you just got to keep your wits about you if it's not stuck down in one area. All right, so now, because it's really stuck down over here, but down here there's nothing sticking it. So now I'm going to show you. All I'm going to do, take that out of there, lift up my stencil. It's all done. Move that out of the way. Now I can grab. I know, look, it almost holds them. It almost holds them. I don't use it in here because it moves a little too much. So we need a little bit smaller. Just a tiny bit smaller. That's all. Because it moves around a little too much. But I do have one in here. It just moves a little too much. That's all. All right, so now all you're going to do is, again, take this, give it a little rock, okay? And then you lift it right off of here. And there you go. It's all done. But now, see how, we have our stenciling all over here? Just take yourself some squeaky clean, okay? And watch. I really doused it. It will not hurt it. I promise you. I have doused these within an inch of their lives. And watch. It's completely clean. Like nothing happened. Okay? Now, you will notice, now watch. This is not sticky right now because it's wet. So, once it dries, oh, hold on. Which all I do is this. And that dries it. That's enough to dry it out perfectly. Now watch. I mean, I'm really... There you go. No, isn't that great? There it is. I love it. Available very soon. Keep it on your list. Don't worry. When it's available, you will all know. You will all know. And there we go. All right, so now let's get to coloring, shall we? Now what I could also do is I could place this on here and color it if I wanted to. We will, yes. I'd say probably more towards April, May, usually is when that will be released. All right, so let's get to coloring. So I hope everyone's having a good day. I'm sorry to launch that much excitement without y'all being able to get it yet, but I just wanted to show you because I was using this today and I was like, wait a second. This is perfect timing. Absolutely perfect timing for me to share with you what's coming soon. But I don't want to do a massive pre-order on it because we have to wait. Everything is so delayed because of, well, number one, the world's kind of still on fire. And number two, speaking of which, do you hear that ambulance? It's going to be released probably the first week of January. Might be a little bit sooner. I'm not 100% certain. But right now, we are set for the first week of January. At least that's the plan. Making ornaments. Oh, good. You'll have to post a picture. Please post a picture. Yes, I know, the sooner the better. I couldn't agree more. So I'm just going in real quick with some browns and just following the incredible illustration here from Chuck. There we go. And come back in. Carol, that is the plan. The plan really is to have one for like 8.5 by 11s for the larger. It's really going to be based upon stencils. Stencils is really what we're basing the sizing on. Because that's what it was originally conceived for. It's great that it works, you know. So everybody's having a good day, good Monday. Oh yes, thank you. Beverly, you mean the glue on the mat? No. I actually have cleaned it probably about, I don't know, 50 times. And you will be just fine. Now, you do not want to use any harsh adhesives on it, because that will definitely cause some issues. But no, it stays on there really well. Really, really well. Okay. Oh, if you get glue on it. Oh, yeah, it'll come off really easily. Oh, yeah, you just want to use some, just grab yourself some, something to remove the adhesive with. I'd say some squeaky clean. But, oh, yeah. You'll be more than okay. All right, I'm just adding a little bit of BRG1. Just to give it a little bit of oomph. I know, Donna. Hi, Anthony. I know. I know, Donna. Well, what would be cool, Beverly, I would say, is grab yourself some acetate. Put the acetate in this spot, and then you'll have something to easily move it around with without having to grab the acetate. And then just peel your acetate off whenever you're done. That's what I would do. All right, so we're going to... Our door is going to be red, because I love a red door. Oh, I love that, Nikki. I've always wanted to learn how to can. And I missed a little bit there, but that's okay. No big deal. All right, and now we're going to add a little bit of color to the windows. Like so. Now I think we'll make the shutters pink, because why not? I think that'll look nice with the red door. Love that. Oh, that's awesome, Nikki. I forgot that you do the craft fairs. Okay. And we'll do a little bit of this deeper tan for the window frames. There we go. And for around our door here. There we go. And then I think a little bit of a darker pink for the, or a little bit of a brighter pink for the curtains. Hi, Suzanne. All right, and there we go. So there's the quick and easy coloring. So now let's go in and color. So this is our front porch. You can color it however you want. Thank you, Suzanne. Or is it Susan? It's Susan, right? Okay. So now we'll go in. We can dress up. Oh, wrong green. Should have tested it. And add some color to our wonderful garland and bows. There we go. And now we need a little bit of the dark red. Nikki, you are making me hungry. And I just went with my mom shopping this afternoon, and we had Noodles and Company. Has anyone ever had Noodles and Company? Anybody on the live ever had Noodles and Company? That's what we had for lunch. My mom had never had it before, so I said, let's go get it. Nope. Okay. Now we can do a little bit of coloring on our ornaments here. She will be with me for the holidays. Yes. The great thing about my mama and my sister is that we all live within about 5 miles of one another. We're very fortunate. Very, very fortunate. Oh, you have had a tissue. Good. Hi, Michelle. I don't think I have a gold here. There we go. And then for our mat, I think we'll just do that in a deep red. Although there are polka dots, so we can add a little bit of green to that too. If you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to. Yes, she sent me a text this morning about a Kohl's coupon. And I said, I'll go with you. And I thought she had a return at Kohl's, but she didn't. Turns out she didn't. All right, and there we go. Oh my goodness, Susan, I know. Okay, so now we're going to grab the coordinating dies. Which are just so wonderful. I know we've talked about this before, but it's just so wonderful. So wonderful to have them. Especially when you're building decorations on a front porch. Remember, all the Brutus Monroe dies have these guidelines on them so you can see which one goes where. I'm going to grab a little bit of tape here. You're frozen. Uh-oh. All right. Just one more. All right, now we can run this through. And now, of course, as you probably saw, on this particular stamp and die set, or collection, I guess I should say, there's a lot of pieces you can use. I'm not using all of them. I use the Platinum 6. It is my favorite machine. Oh, Polly. I know it's tough. All right. Oh, I cut that guy off a little bit, didn't I? It's okay. It's all right. I moved it a little bit and didn't realize it. Okay, so now, move our dies over to the side. Got my little welcome mat there. Beverly, very soon. We are just waiting on some final things. Very soon. Couple of little final things we're waiting on. All right, so now I can go in and add a little bit of adhesive, and I can build my front porch. So there's the little welcome mat. Here's the beautiful, fresh picked garland. Oops. Look at that. And you could pop this up. You could add lights behind the windows. You could do whatever you want. You could, I mean, literally, the sky's the limit. And then we'll add on a couple of little festive ornaments. And then a wreath. Now, of course, this wreath was created for the door, but you could also use it in the windows. Completely up to you. 100% up to you. All right. So now I'm just going to lift this up just ever so slightly, because I already popped this down. One moment. There we go. There we go. Pop that underneath there. Pop that back down. Look at how wonderful. Now we have a beautiful... Oh, good, Kara. Good, good, good. All right. So now what we can do is pop this on a card base. Luckily at Brutus Monroe, we already have those pre-cut and scored for you. Right. Pop this right on the front because I did use some of the Perfect Blend alcohol marker card stock. There we go. And now we can just make ourselves a little sentiment. So I think what we'll use is the stamp from the holiday stamp set. It says, Happy Holidays. So I'm just going to grab a piece of cardstock here. Oh my goodness, Polly. I am sure that's interesting. All right. Now I need to grab an acrylic block. Position that the best way I can. And then add a little bit of ink. Just a dab will do ya. Actually, wrong one. Oh, yep. I could tell immediately. Okay. Oh, perfect. And then we have a teensy tiny little sentiment that says happy. So I'm going to grab my teensy tiny little block here. I love, love, love these acrylic blocks from Gina K. We'll get them in someday soon. I love them. Yeah, as soon as they come in, we're gonna pop it up. We're just right now going back and forth in negotiating the pricing, so we want to be able to give you the same price as last year. And we'll just place the little happy right above there. And there we go. That does say happy. You're going to take my word for it. I know it's small, but it does say happy. Then we're going to grab this little guy here, which I'm pretty sure is almost sold out. Hoping we'll get more in sooner than later, but I know it's almost sold out. Okay. And there we go. So we can just place this right down below there, and there's your card. Now, of course, I'm sure that most of you, your minds are going a million miles an hour, just like mine does. With, you could cut out the windows, and you could pop this up. You could put lights in the windows. You could cut out these little windows and put lights in there. You could use this die, and instead of using this stamp, you could cut it out of a piece of felt, or you could cut it out of a piece of fabric. There's just so much you can do with this, and I just think it's so, so cool. So that's everything that I have for you all today. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me this afternoon. I'm going to try to be live a couple of times this week. That's my goal. Obviously, everything's going to be super, super crazy for the next 2 weeks because we are coming up on the holidays. But I thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I hope this will inspire you to take out your No Place Like Home sets. Obviously, the No Place Like Holidays is the best set, I think, right now to use for this time of year. But thank you all so much for hanging out with me this afternoon. Remember to create something every single day, whether that is your own Happy Holidays front porch or your own ending. I love you all so very much, and I will see you all very soon.